We have our fan question of the week. Jaden, what's the fan question for this week?
Fan question for the week's from Marco Signorelli, and it is UFC or WWE, which is more popular?
UFC or WWE, which is more popular?
I've got to go with UFC. I think straight off the bat, just hearing the question, you just say UFC. Especially in our demographic, it's taken over. Everyone I know personally, and even probably as a wider Twitter audience on social media, they tune into the UFC more than they do WWE. WWE is an older product now. It's too old.
That's probably the stupidest thing you ever said. Yes, it's an older product. It's generational. It covers my dad's generation. You could talk about Hulk Hogan. You could talk about Vince McMahon, Stone Cold, The Rock. They create stars. Not only that, they have more of a social following. Instagram, YouTube. They have more of TV views across it. They're both global products. Around the world, they got bigger distribution. Of course, it's WWE. They speak to more demographics. I don't care about your demographic. They speak to kids. They speak to our demographic. It really is a limitless product.
Looking at the head-to-head matchup, the barometers of success. YouTube following, WWE wins. Instagram following, UFC wins. TikTok following, WWE wins. Revenue per year, UFC wins by about 100 million per year. Valuation, they just got sold. WWE's valuation was 6 billion, got sold at 9 billion, so valuation of 9 billion. UFC's is 12 billion. They got a $3 billion.
What does valuation have to do with anything?
It's a barometer of success.
What is more popular? What's more of a known name in households around the world? It's WWE.
Historically, WWE is, but UFC has taken over.
Who are the latest like WWE stars?
Roman Reigns had a 945. But you still talk about John Cena.
Doesn't
The
matter.
Rock is a WWE star, people know. If you went to homes around the world and say, what is more known? It's WWE. What's more marketable?
UFC.
What's distributed more? They produce, I think it's 7 hours of content, new content a week, distributed around the world. Billions of views on YouTube, more subscribers.
Yeah, UFC
more
is similar.
followers.
UFC have like 50 events a year.
Yeah,
12 main events, but
WWE has more viewership because they put on more events. It doesn't mean viewership per event. UFC trumps it massively.
Bro, UFC probably can't be shown in certain countries. They don't have free-to-air distribution like they do. WWE is shown Saudi Arabia, India, weekly. Across, it's distributed worldwide. They're both global companies. And if you had to say what is more popular globally, it's WWE hands down.
As a potential investor, the valuation for UFC is so much higher because it's going to
No
be
one cares
much
about
more
your
popular.
potential investors. The question is, what is more popular? And if you had to say globally, what is more popular? Who does more European tours? What is distributed more? What's more accessible? It's WWE. Don't be stupid.
I beg to differ.
ChatGPT is saying that while UFC is growing in popularity, WWE is still generally considered
If
more
AI is
popular.
saying it, it's true.
ChatGPT is prior to 2021, so post 2021, UFC has grown in popularity much
UFC
more.
did
If you want to
have
talk
their
about
WWE.
sales and all that bullshit, I think they make just as much revenue as the UFC as well.
I'm just
And
saying-
they do far more. They'd have far more overheads. Live production each week. Live shows in
They
each town
pay
each
their
week.
wrestlers.
Yeah, they actually pay their wrestlers multi-million dollars.
From looking at it, UFC just bought WWE. It's the bigger product,
UFC
bigger
didn't buy
brand.
it, Endeavor bought it, mate. So your argument's stupid. I think it's WWE just based on viewers and numbers alone across social media.
I'd love to see what the comments say.